Hey there, Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Welcome back. All right, let's get into this, Taurus. See what is going on in your energy. Yeah. All right. Don't forget to click on that like button, guys. It helps the channel. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Taurus. Oh, Taurus, the first card is the Ten of Cups. So you're definitely feeling fulfilled. Justice is coming out. Well, Taurus, you know what I'm seeing? I am seeing a stable family, a happy family, or a happy relationship, something like that. I'm also seeing you achieving your ultimate happiness through truth and fairness and something that is lawful. So you're doing something that's right. That's what it's telling me. You're doing the right thing. And you're achieving what you want by doing the right thing. Yeah, I am hearing that you are a person of integrity. All right, so I'm hearing you're all about balance and truth and all that good stuff. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Taurus. What else is going on in Taurus's energy? All right, Taurus, we have a letter, so let's see what we got here. Ooh, first card out, Knight of Blades. Whoa, I'm having a mental fart over here. Okay, Knight of Blades, and we have the Ace of Coins, the Seven of Sticks coming out in reverse, we have the Knight of Sticks coming out in reverse over here. We have the Four of Blades and the Lovers with the Four of Cups. Okay, at the bottom of the deck. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. So I'm hearing you're determined to speak up. You're determined to do something here. There is an opportunity around you. This could be an opportunity to make more money. This can also be an opportunity in a connection, okay? Like in a relationship. Now, what I'm seeing here, this could be like the start or it's usually like the start, but it could be the continuation of a long-term committed relationship that leads to a very happy family life, right? Possibly even like a legal marriage, okay? Like legally making it official, making it legal, that kind of thing. So for you, congratulations. It looks like it's going to be legal. It's going to be documented now, right? Which is going to make everybody happy. I'm also seeing some kind of truth coming out, like truthful communication here. There is a need for somebody here to be honest with the other party. This is it's crucial. That's what I'm getting. It's crucial. Honesty is crucial in order to have this happiness. Okay, but I don't think I need to tell you that because you're coming in as this person who is full of integrity and truth and honor already, right? So it might be your partner, okay? So maybe your partner needs to speak up. Maybe your partner needs to, be as truthful as possible, right? For this to be able to happen here. It's like once y'all go ahead and communicate your needs and everything like that, it's all smooth sailing after that. That's what I'm getting. So let's go ahead and dig deeper here. Spirit, tell us more about the Seven of Sticks in reverse, please and thank you. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Now, there is going to be somebody around you, okay? It's like everything else, right? There's going to be somebody around you that just, does not see what you see in this person, okay? They just don't see it. They just don't see how the two of you can be so compatible, okay? Now, there is a misunderstanding here. Like, I feel like this person is misunderstanding the situation. They're not seeing the full picture, okay? And I'm also seeing this person is not exactly being happy about this, okay? Especially with the Nine of Cups coming out but in reverse, right? So this could be somebody who's feeling like left out, or they're feeling like, their voice is not being heard, their opinions are not being considered, something like that. Now, Taurus, the problem with this situation is that I'm seeing this person not really thinking clearly, okay? Because it's all about their emotions, so they're not exactly thinking clearly about the situation. They're getting blocked. So, in other words, their rational thinking is not functioning. Their rational thinking is not functioning. They're not thinking rational, which means there's going to be something going on here, okay? especially when you see the Knight of Sticks coming out in reverse, and then we have the Ace of Cups coming out in reverse. So I know there's going to be some drama here. We're going to dig deeper and find out more about that. I see this person as being emotionally dissatisfied about the situation, about you getting into this connection with somebody or continuing this connection with somebody, or you deepening the connection and making it legal, right? Something like that. Now, I do see here that this person has some kind of irrational expectations. So they might be expecting you to do something like, I don't know, like be in two places at the same time kind of energy, like be at home and be with them at the same time. So there is irrational expectations here, okay, which can really end up stressing you out in the long term. Maybe this is like your child or something, especially if your child's an adult already. You know, you have an adult child around you, and that might be for one of you, okay? But for the rest of y'all, this could be anybody. Anybody that is expecting you to give them the same amount of attention as you did before this partner came into your life, okay? Remember that this could be a future reading, right? So if you're not in a commit, you know, so say let's say you're not in a committed relationship now, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be in a couple months, right? So this could be a future situation, okay? Or a past if you already went through this. Everybody's on a different journey, right? Now, another thing I'm seeing here, Taurus, is that this person is going to try to encourage you into overindulging, right? This could be like overeating, over drinking. Maybe you've been trying to lose weight. Maybe, well, usually if you're the bride, usually brides do that, right? Before the wedding, they always try to lose weight. I see this person as trying to tempt you, trying to get you to overindulge. So it's like, you know, in a very passive aggressive way of trying to sabotage you, right? Trying to get you to overindulge in something. So it could be like over drinking, overeating. I can't think of what else. Maybe overspending, you know, something like that. So they're definitely gonna like try to, yeah, sabotage you. That's the word, sabotage you. And I'm gonna tell you the whole reason they're gonna do this to you is just because they're going through the negative emotions of feeling left behind or getting left out of something. They're struggling with disappointment because they just thought that, you know, you were going to stay single forever, or you were always going to be there forever. Like you're just going to be there for them. Kind of like you're going to stay on the shelf, you know, waiting for them to come back kind of energy. That's why I kind of feel like for one of you, this might be your own child, you know, because I've seen this with children, you know, especially adult children. They're like, oh, you know, dad was always supposed to be single. He was always supposed to be available for me, you know. Or mom was always supposed to be available, and now she's giving off her attention to somebody else. I've seen this with that. I've also seen this kind of behavior with, like, best friends. You know, best friends are like, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, hey, somebody's taking my place, you know, that kind of energy. So just put the energy where it belongs here. And I will tell you, this person does feel like you're pushing them away because you have a new person in your life, or you will be having a new person in your life. So they do feel like you're pushing them away. So that's another reason they're acting out this way. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, now you have somebody else. Now you don't need me anymore kind of energy. So they're like, oh, now you're going to push me away. You know, that kind of energy. So over here, what I'm getting is that it's like where somebody's being impulsive, okay? Somebody here is definitely being impulsive. I feel like it's that person, but this could also be another person that's around you, right? I see somebody who's being impulsive, like scattering their energy, and it's the way that they're scattering their energy is like they're all over the place, and it's actually hindering their own joy, right? They have the potential to get the clarity that they need, but they are like not wanting it, or they're rejecting it, right? Because they're like so scattered over here, right? So, and this person could become aggressive. This person can become impulsive. Okay, maybe even you know, when they speak, specifically when they communicate and speak, it could be like really aggressive, like in your face kind of energy. So I do feel like this person is going to end up trying to get in that person's face, your partner's face, or they could even try to get into your face because they feel like they're getting pushed in the corner, right? Something like that, where their energy is like all over the place, right? And it's not just their energies all over the place, but it's more of their mind is all over the place, okay? Because this is all about the mental, right? So, but the thing is that after the mental comes the physical. So this person could actually like start pushing somebody around, like, well, everything was fine until you came along and start pushing that person, right? And like, look at you, you're letting this person just come in here and boss us around and start pushing that person or pushing you, right? I'm talking about physically, okay? So what's happening mentally is going to end up happening physically, okay? That's what I'm getting. So it's because this person is losing control here, right? They're losing control. They're losing direction of what they're doing. Like their body is just going to go with their mind because their mind is in that area, right? So first it's going to start off verbally and then it's going to become physical. So I'm seeing like an argument turning into a physical altercation where there's going to be a physical fight or something like that, okay? Now there is going to be loss because of this. It could be like loss of money, loss of income. At least that's what I'm getting. Like this is going to cause a loss of money. So it makes me feel like maybe things are going to get broken. Um, Maybe somebody's going to end up in the hospital, right? Because we do have the four of blades. So maybe somebody might need to go through therapy. So it's going to get bad. Yeah, it's going to get bad. I'm just going to say it's going to get bad before it gets better because it's actually going to blow up and become bigger and bigger, right? And I do feel like this is either rehab or the hospital. Okay? Like somebody's just going to be like stuck there, not being able to move. So this might actually end up causing you to have to postpone the wedding or just postpone plans period because of the financial drain, because I do see this as being a financial drain on the family, right? Or a financial drain for you, maybe because of hospital bills. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And you know what, it most of this is all because this person feels like everything's all doom and gloom, okay? Because they're going to be in this energy of everything is just doom and gloom. It's the end of the world. It's the end of the world as they know it, right? That kind of energy, like it's the end of the world, it's the end, and it's all this gloomy kind of energy, Yeah. So spirit is saying here to avoid all this is clear communication. That's the key. So you're gonna have to speak to this third party, whoever they are, and try to explain things to them and try to listen to what they have to say because their emotions are gonna like be scattered, right? But it's more than their emotions. It's more of the way that they're thinking. Their thinking is kind of selfish. I'm gonna say, they're thinking a little bit on the selfish, side. But I don't know who this person is to you. Okay. Now things will turn out better eventually. Like things will come together here. Okay, because we do have the lovers, and we have the four of cups. So after this big upheaval and somebody needs to be put in the hospital for a while, maybe go through rehab, things will start coming together, right? With the lovers card, we have like going in the right direction. Um, let's see, we have the four of cups though. Yeah, this could be like about choices, reevaluating your choices. It's all about like the decisions that you make, looking deeper, more like looking deeper, like being mindful of others, maybe even considering what this person is saying. That's what it's saying. Like to consider that, let's see, like make sure that the choices you're making are aligning with your heart, and what you really want, what your long term goals are, reevaluate things. Clear communication is definitely needed. It's like screaming it all through the whole reading, right? But then we also have the four of cups over here, which means like somebody's not going to be happy, right? Like discontentment, somebody feeling stuck or uninspired, right? But this can also be like somebody rejecting a blessing. Because if you look here, there's like the cloud is coming in with another cup, and the person's like, no, I'm good. I don't need it. Just go away. That kind of energy. So this could be like I would say even rejection, okay? Or you needing to reject something or push something away, okay? Hmm. This could also indicate like maybe reminding somebody to appreciate what they have. Or it could be for you too, Taurus. Like appreciating what you have while you have it kind of energy, okay? Like maybe not taking blessings for granted, because that could be very well what this is. Like a blessing's coming in and this person's like, it's, another thing too, this could indicate like something that's not good enough, okay? So it might be something you need to think about something that's not good enough, or something that you perceive as not being good enough, right? Like this cup is coming down and this person's like, no, it's not good enough, I don't want it, that kind of energy. So definitely something to think about here, okay? I'm gonna have to verify. Let's go ahead and get deeper, because it also can indicate like a time of restlessness or feeling unfulfilled about a situation, okay? Maybe this fight happening, you're not happy how it turned out, right? We do have the star card in reverse. I'm hearing somebody's just not going to get what they want here, okay? That's what I'm hearing. Somebody's not going to get what they want here. Somebody's not going to, yeah, we have the Six of Swords coming back. So somebody's definitely coming back around. So I feel like it could be this person that's going to end up fighting with your person over here. So somebody's definitely coming back around because they're unhealed. They haven't done the shadow work. They haven't done the inside work that they need to do, and they're not getting their way, right? Maybe that's who you're rejecting. Maybe it's that person. Like you're rejecting that person, right? And you're like, okay, you know what? Your behavior is bad. No, your behavior is not good enough, right? Remember I was saying about good enough? It could very well be like you're gonna just turn your back on that person, right? And that person coming back around and trying to like, hey, Taurus, I didn't mean it that way. It got out of hand, right? And making excuses, that kind of energy, making excuses. Tell us more, Spirit, here for Taurus. The Strength in reverse. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. It does look like this person's ego is what's affecting everything. Yeah, because we do have the Strength in reverse. So that usually indicates somebody who has a big ego. Their ego was affected. They're not happy about the situation, And then they're like coming back to prove something here, so this person is coming back, okay? Even after this big like confrontation I'm seeing, they're coming back because their ego has been affected. So more likely they're gonna lose. Okay, they're gonna lose. They're not gonna be happy about a situation. So maybe both of them end up in the hospital. I was looking at this as your future spouse, right? Ending up in the hospital, but it very well could be them as well. And their ego's bruised, and them wanting to come back and prove a point, right? Like change things or somehow get their way, something like that. Okay. So do be expecting this person to come back around. Again, I want to tell you something. This person is not thinking, they're reacting. They're just becoming reactive. So do be expecting erratic behavior from this person, impulsive behavior from this person, because they're not thinking clearly. They actually refuse to think clearly. It's like they are um marinating. I'm gonna say marinating in this emotion, right? They're just marinating in this, I'm getting left out, I'm getting pushed out, I'm getting neglected kind of energy. So they're just sitting in it, sulking in it, right? So they're coming back around, right? Because their ego's been bruised, okay? I'm hearing like you're gonna not want to, you're gonna be like, okay, stop, right? With this kind of energy, it's like you're gonna be like, just stop, okay? Enough is enough. I hear you just telling this person, enough is enough, okay? This is, we gotta draw the line. This is, we need to separate. And I just feel like this person is not gonna listen to you. Tell us more, Spirit. What else does Taurus need to know? A mother figure, the Empress. Maybe you're a mother figure, okay? Or maybe you need to speak to this person's mother. It could very well be, right? Maybe you need to speak to this person's mother if you're not this person's mother, right? You know what else this could mean? It could also indicate like maybe you need a creative solution, right? because the Empress is all about creativity, abundance, nurturing, fertility, of course, right? So maybe in order to be able to move forward, there has to be a creative solution, at least for the meantime, right? Until this person settles down, right? It very well could be. It could also indicate growth, right? And like a time for something new or something to move forward, something to have growth. You need to be creative, right? It also indicates abundance, so that's this is a good card to end on. To tell you the truth, this is a really good card to end on because it means abundance, it's stability, it's nurturing, it's love. You know, it could even indicate love, enjoyment, abundance, prosperity. What else? Being supportive, like being a supportive partner. You know, it could also mean. I mean, there's a lot of things. Unconditional love. Okay, that might be the ticket here is unconditional love. Okay, the solution. You know, that one piece that needs to be bought in, because this person does feel like you're going to push them away. So maybe that's what it is. You need to let them know you love them unconditionally and tell that person, I love you unconditionally. You don't have to behave this way. Okay, like, you know, let them know you're always going to be there for them, you know, and give them that kind of emotional support. And maybe you could avoid this whole situation and a hospital bill. Okay. Anyways, this is what came out for you. Okay, it's not what I was expecting, but then again, you never know what to expect with tarot. I mean, anybody's energy can pop up, and whatever you're going to be going through or whatever it is that you're going through can pop up. So anyways, guys, catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Y'all take care, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Bye now.